Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program with Kerbal Space Adventures. Alright, I've been having a theory. And in order to test this theory, we actually have to possibly maybe sacrifice Jebediah. Yeah, right off the bat, I know. I want to let you guys know, by the way, before we get too deep into that I have added everybody so far who have requested to be added as a Kerbal. I think the crew roster will actually add you guys in order, so if nobody dies, it's not going to be very cool for you guys, you know, because you want to be part of the crew. So, because of that, I think I will be randomly changing people out. Maybe I'll keep Jeb in there. Maybe you guys can fly with Jeb every once in a while, but I'll like switch out Bill or whoever, or Bob, or whoever might be the next pilot in charge of whatever. And if it's not one of you guys right off, I'll go ahead and just switch you out, and I will choose at random, off the top of my head or whatever I'm looking at the crew roster, which one you guys get to be part of that thing. Now, I did make some changes to anyone who didn't request a specific name. Some of you guys asked for some rather odd names, but that's okay. But for anybody who didn't, I usually use just your YouTube handle. Maybe I took off a letter or a number here or shortened it a little bit. But other than that, you guys are pretty much who you're supposed to be or who you wanted to be. So, of course, anyone who's watching this now, my offer still stands. Anybody who wants to be part of Kerbal Space Adventures, please leave a comment on the video. Tell me what name you'd like. Please don't make it too long. If you do, I will shorten it at my leisure. Also, you will not be called Kerman. You will not be X-name Kerman. You will just be your name. So, you know, just know that. We only have one K person, and that's John K, just so you know, and that's only because John K actually is John K. So, anyway, so now back to the thing. I had a theory, and in order to test this theory, we're actually going to have to launch a rocket into space. Now, this theory is a very simplistic theory. It's actually a very stupid theory, but it's something I want to try because I'm curious. I'm super curious, and you guys know how I get when I get curious. I get dumb. I get dumb when I get curious, and that is really bad. Well, it's good for you. It's good for you. Bad for me. Now, the reason why it's bad for me, it's probably bad for Jebediah too, but the reason why it's good for me, bad for Jebediah, well, bad, you know what I mean. What I was saying. Anyway, a little bit hyper, it's okay. Anyway, what I was saying is the reason why it's good / bad for everybody involved is, I'm trying to think of what it's called. There's not really a name for it. Science fiction uses it every once in a while. I'm just going to call it atmosphere skimming. And I don't mean skipping off the atmosphere. I mean actually pulling atmosphere in via a tool or something similar. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Atmosphere skimming. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. I need some very specific parts to do this right. I don't know what those parts are. I haven't even tried to design this even a little bit. It was a thought I had in my head while I was designing something else. And because I'm not sure how big this video is going to be, of course I'm going to include you guys in this part too. And I know that doesn't look completely right. I swear it should be like that, but that is not right either. So I'm gonna try to get it back where it's supposed to be. Like, it's a clipping issue. Come on. Nope, that's not it. I think it works either way, but we don't want Jeb to die unless I screw something up, and I don't want it to be that. Alright, so there's that. Now we probably may need... well, it could work. It's a little big, it's a little hefty, and it'll be off-center. We'll take a look. Oh, no, I have an idea. We don't need that. We do need one of these, though. We need one of these decouplers. Alright, so that's going to be Jeb's return vehicle, if Jeb is capable of returning in a vehicle. We also need probably one of these, and we need something to attach it to. I'd say an empty body, you think? Pretty cool for that. I think you guys are too. So we don't need all 4 of those, right? Just 2? Yeah, so I want to try atmosphere skimming. Now, just so you guys know, science fiction uses it all the time. There's a Doctor Who episode where they actually skim suns to pull out hydrogen. I don't know how that happens from a sun, but basically they pull out burning star fuel, and they use it as ship fuel. And of course they pull out, well, I'm ruining the episode for you guys who haven't seen it. Please go watch Doctor Who. It's a David Tennant episode, which also makes it awesome. He talks about happy primes, which is also cool. I'm not very big on math, but his explanation of happy primes makes me happy. So, anyway, so as I was saying, let's see. What crap? I need I know it's here. I saw it before. It is utility, I think. Yeah, we need one of these. That's pretty big. I don't know if it's going to work. So, basically what you do with atmosphere skimming or skimming is you basically fly into a gas cloud or gas giant or something like that, and you open up your intakes and you suck in all the gases that you need, and then you pump that into your fuel tanks. Well, I was thinking to myself, being crazy as I am, what if we could atmosphere skim for oxygen? Yeah. What if we could actually atmosphere skim for oxygen? I don't mean like come down into the atmosphere, burn fuel, and then haul ass back outside of space. No, I mean actually drop something into the atmosphere. Like just deep enough to where it'll start sucking in air. And to do that, we're going to use a couple of parts. We're going to use the air intake for the O2. I don't think we need an O2 tank. Yeah, there's oxygen tanks, but we don't really need an oxygen tank. This is a converter. We don't need that either. I guess we could do it like this and try to even out our weight a little bit. Oh no, there we go. There's an idea. Here we go. We're going to use one of these. And Jeb's not going to use that much oxygen, but we don't need an X, please. We just need one. Okay. There's that, and then we need to put on the other side this awesome thing that you and I all know and love so much. Wait. There. Wow, is that really that tiny? Really? I thought it was bigger than that. Okay, I can fix that. Yeah, it's the word I'm looking for. The Kerbal attachment system. Yeah, Kerbal attachment system. They've updated it and upgraded it and made it so pretty. It's a little bit more complicated now, and I'll show you how to put it together. You have to put one of the items, one of the units, one of these, either the side firing unit or the front firing unit. And then, so basically this is this top stack coupler, and this one will actually fit between two items, but it'll like fire sideways. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure what you use it for right now. Probably put it like in a car or on a car. You'd put this on the nose of something, I know that. But anyway, we're going to put that on here. Now, to get that to work, you have to add this. This is actually very specific. You have to add this or it won't work. Unfortunately, I don't ever know which way it goes. Is that right? Yeah, so it looks like that. Now that's the end of your hook. That goes on the end of your cable, and then on the end of this you attach something else. You have a radio connector, which I think is magnetic. This is a destination port connector, resource transfer or towing. I think this is the magnet, the new magnet. The one I like myself is this one, which is a grappling hook. Now I use the grappling hook. It's pretty beastie. It really is. It's pretty beastie. Along with the grappling hook, I've also used the anchor. Just so you know, never drop anchor while you're moving forward. I've actually torn ships in half doing that. It's hilarious. I was testing it out, and I built a teeny tiny balloon, and I dropped anchor doing like 5 meters a second, and it ripped the balloon clean off. Didn't rip the anchor off, it ripped the balloon clean off. That's yeah. Alright, so here's an electromagnet. Don't think we need an electromagnet. We need to connect something. Radio port, dismountable, destination port connector. Use it for resource transfer or towing heavy objects. Can be also used to lock parts when a winch cable is fully retracted. This model is heavier and less resistant. Yeah, I think that goes here, like that. I think, or maybe it goes in here, like so. I think that see, I'm not quite sure. I haven't used it very much. So, but I do know this one goes here, and then you have an outside hook bay, and this thing's really cool because you put this like this, and I think I just have one of them. And then you can like take like a grappling hook, and I like to do it like this because I'm weird. But if you spin it and then flip it, it looks like it's supposed to fit in there. And then, well, yeah. So then you have a grappling hook like on your ship that you can then have your Kerbal pull out. You can actually grab it, pull it out of the ship, and then attach it to the winch, which is cool. So you have like retractable and detractable units, but that's not going to do me any good because yeah, I need something to attach directly to the winch. Or can I just build what I want to build and attach it directly to the winch if that's possible? I don't think so though. Oh no, this thing has a double, doesn't it? Maybe we can do it like that. And then from here, I just need a small body, and I mean a small body, nothing huge. Actually, no, I need one of these tanks, don't I? Yeah. Should just use one of these. Can I attach it? Will it? It won't attach. Okay, so not attachable to that. Can I just attach it to here? I can. Okay, maybe that'll be good enough. I don't know. And then we'll do that, and that should work, right? Well, there's only one way to find out. So we're going to go ahead and launch this really quick. Actually, let's go ahead and take this off. We're going to go ahead and launch this really quick as a test, just to see what we can see. And then from there, we're going to, if it works, I'm going to finish building it, because it's going to take a lot of work to build this and have it not fall apart. And then we'll see if we can do something awesome with it, and that'd be great. So we'll call this Air Sucker. Roar, Air Sucker! So I'll see you guys out on the launch pad when we test this, if it does not fall. Well, actually, let's put one more item on here just so it doesn't fall over. Yeah, there we go. Let's drop one of these on there just so it don't fall over. Alright, so I will see you guys outside when we test this and just see if it works. So I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we are out on the launch pad. I just wanted to make it daytime really quick so we could play around with this. We have our air intake, which I can't read from that side. Whoa, laggy a little bit. Don't know what's causing that. Alright, so we can activate intake. We have 2097 out of 100 air units, so we can say what? Empty this, well that's 99, 99, and then whatever this is. So what we'll do is we will nope, this, and then in. In, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And then the same thing here. Alright, so not very much. So we'll keep an eye out on this, I guess, and we'll say activate air intake. And is it intaking air? It is taking intake 1. So it's very slow intake. Oh, this may not work. This may not work. Oh, that'd be upsetting. Because I was hoping this would work. So maybe it only intakes as much air as is needed. Is that like 1 per hour? Or oxygen rate negative 1.932 a minute? Wait, really? Oh, okay, so negative is good. So it intakes roughly almost 2 points of oxygen per minute, I think is what that says there. Let's go ahead and find out. Yep, so our oxygen is very, very slowly going up. 2 a minute, probably not that good for what we're looking for. But I wanted to show this to you guys before we go back inside, because I think this may not be a viable solution to my initial problem. Let's go ahead and drop that down. But what you have is you have toggle winch, where is it? Show GUI. Okay, so they added this fun little thing called an eject button. They were just going to point this way, and I'm going to show you how this works. So you hit eject. Bink. Well, unfortunately it didn't eject very far, and I don't know why the GUI pops up when you do that sometimes. But yeah, you have the eject GUI, and unfortunately it blew up the thing, and it didn't fire that far, but you can fire it at, like, it'll fire a grappling hook, it'll fire it to a maximum of 50 meters, which is actually really awesome. Anchor, grappling hook, doesn't matter. That's actually how I ripped my ship in half, is I fired my grappling hook at the ground. When I was only like 20 meters above the ground, it hit the ground at 50 meters, it grabbed hold, and then it just ripped the ship completely in two. But then you have to retract it, which is kind of annoying. So we have 3 meters of, 0 strain, and then boom, and now it should be, there it goes. So yeah, what I was thinking is we could fly over the atmosphere, very low over the atmosphere, and fire this, but we'd have to be 50 meters over the atmosphere, fire it, it would cause drag, and with the intake only working at 2 units per minute, we would actually have to sustain that for quite some time. Even if we were to fly into the atmosphere, like with the ship covered in those things, we would have to at some point do that. Okay, this thing, unfortunately it gets stuck sometimes when you do that, so I think it got stuck. Yeah, it gets stuck and weirds out, and then you can unplug stuff, or you can let's see, unplug, and then you can do things like release, which then releases the weight. Cool stuff like that. I mean, they actually upgraded it, made it look really cool, but it won't work for what we want. We may use it as some kind of docking assistant, which is the other thing I wanted to use it for. But for now, Jebediah seems pretty clean, pretty cool, pretty crisp and clear. And so we'll get started on what we actually were going to do, the thing I was designing before, and we will get it started. So I will see you guys, I guess, back in the VAB. Yeah, so see you there. Alright everyone, here we are back inside. I'm a little upset, and I say that because actually I thought I had saved the thing I had built previously, but apparently I did not. So I'm going to have to build it again. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up. We are not. See, check this out. We are not using mechanical brains. That's something I didn't mention in previous videos. Wanted to give you guys a heads up about it right now. If you guys actually stop and watch all of Kerbal Space Adventures, I really didn't use that many Kerbals. So I'm like, yeah, I didn't kill any Kerbals. Well, it's hard to kill Kerbals when you're not using any of them. Because of that, I didn't actually kill any Kerbals because we didn't really use any Kerbals. Now, in this one, since you guys are now being my pilots and being my crew, I'm going to up the ante a little bit. Yeah. And to do that, we're absolutely going to be using Kerbal. So I will be starting with a Kerbal ship every time. Actually, you know what? I could probably start with... I'm using the crew thing. I'm using the crew roster. Yeah, you know what? I don't have to start with this. I don't have to start with this. Great, I can do this. We can do this. This is great. I love this. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. Now, Jebediah is going to be in here, but that's okay. We don't mind. I really wish I would have saved the other one. I thought I did. I can't believe it didn't save. I thought I saved it. I have the design, I built it, so it's going to be a really quick build, so I'm going to let you guys chill here with me while we do it. That's not what I wanted. What did I want? I have to remember how I built it, though, that's the other thing. You guys know me, I forget what I do like 5 seconds after I do it. Alright, so I think, yeah, I think I used that. Yeah, I did. I think. Did I? No. No. Yes? Oh, crap, now I don't remember. I don't believe I did. So, I don't believe I used that. So we may change the design slightly because I just had an idea, and you guys know how I am about that, but what I did use this. So we have that, and then from there I did use these, and I used 4 of these little guys. Let's go ahead and pop 4 of these little guys on there. 1 and 2. So of course, as you guys probably already know, we are building yet another space station. Of course, this one will not be as terrible as the last one was. One, because I'm not going to be dumping 3 gigantic orange fuel tanks up there. I don't even know what I was thinking. I built that thing. No, I know I had something between these two. I know I did. I don't know what, but I know I did. I built that space station way back when I was still using gigantic parts. That's not right. It's too tall. I did something here, and I don't remember what. I think I honestly just took it like this and did this. I think that's what I did, but no, I don't recall. We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah, I built that thing back when it was, wow, back when I still used gigantic fuel tanks. I don't know if you guys remember. Back when I still used, like, gigantic orange fuel tanks, which I tell you guys all the time, don't do anymore. Don't use it. I barely use orange fuel tanks unless I really, really have to. Because of that, it was a disaster. It wasn't used, it wasn't needed, because shortly after we built it, of course, I designed the hitchhiker, which then made everything up to that point superfluous. Yeah, completely accidental that I was able to do that, but I was, and I did, and it was awesome. Of course it was awesome. Not just because it was me, but because, you know, you guys were there too. You were watching, that was awesome. Alright, so if you notice, we're going to be doing it like this. We're going to be putting this stuff on here. I swear I had that designed differently. I know I had this on here, but what did I don't remember. It's really annoying that I don't remember. Hey, but you know, I messed that one up. This one I know I messed up. Yeah, like I said, I had it designed. I swear I saved it. I swear you guys, I saved it. I saved it as test station. I know I typed the name in myself. Well, I would have had to. Who else would have typed it in for me, right? But for whatever reason, I do not know what the reason is. It's just like, nope, you didn't save it, KB, you're done. Alright, there's that. So that's how that... missed one. Missed one! Alright, gotta make it even. Gotta make it even on all sides, KB. Alright, there we go. So there's that. So this is going to be the main body of our space station. OCD moment, everyone. Watch closely. Alright, there's 1 and 2 and... No. No. Oh, I hate when that happens. Stop it. It's gonna sit down and get in there. No! Go back the way you're supposed to. Be cool, man. Alright, wait, maybe. Stop it. Okay, that's right? No, it's upside down! Nope. Genius. There we go. Anyway, so, what was I talking about before I had my OCD? Anyway, this is going to be the basic station. It's going to be very modular. This is, of course, going to be the core of the station. I already know where I'm going to put everything, or roughly where I'm going to put everything. There's going to be, and I'm just going to give you guys a heads up, you're not going to see what they look like, but I'm going to give you a heads up that there is going to be an oxygen module, and the oxygen module is going to be there for two reasons. One, it has to be its own module so that we can replace the oxygen. Whether we bring up tanks and pump it in, or whether we actually rip the module off and bring up a new one, who knows? It depends on how it works. Another one is going to be the science area, and the science area is basically going to have, like, MechJeb, and, well, not MechJeb, it's probably, well, I don't know, maybe MechJeb, maybe it's going to have MechJeb or the Kerbal engineer, one of the two. It's going to have the blip blip on there. It's going to have some communication unit, satellite stuff on there. It's going to have that kind of stuff. It's going to have, I was going to put an ISA mapsat on here, but not trusting it still, so I'm going to leave it off since we've already mapped Kerbin. But it is going to have a keythane detector on there, and there's a specific reason for that, and we will get into that when I get out into space. But this is going to be our basic centerpiece, our basic bit here in the middle. It's not very much right now. It's just a command pod. There's no O2 regulator. There's no power unit. That's another thing, by the way. It's going to have a power unit and, of course, a place to live. Power, fuel tank. There's going to be one fuel tank, and I will give this to you guys. It's going to be one of... Oh god, no. Don't be like that, game. Come on, man. You were working so fine earlier. Don't be like that. It's going to do that thing where it takes forever to load all my parts. Oh, okay, yeah. It's going to be one of these, just a very generic, very basic fuel tank. 720 by 880 is what it's going to have inside of it, and that's more than enough. It is absolutely more than enough. So it's going to have that on there. I don't think it's going to have anything else right now. I honestly think that's all we're going to need. Power, place to live, science, fuel, and oxygen, I think. There's another one, but I don't remember what it is now. There's a fourth one up here for some reason. Anyway, point being is it's actually going to have like 4 different modules, and then 1 living module. Kerbals are going to have to get out to go place to place, whatnot, but I'm wasting a lot of your guys' time talking about this, and I do apologize for that. So we're going to do this, and like I said, I tested this out, and it's really upsetting me that I don't have it now, and because I had it built, and I was just going to, I don't know why I did that. I was just going to strip all the extra parts off that I tested, and then, put it on, or, take it outside, but apparently it has decided not to let me do that. Let's see, a little bit higher, I think, maybe. Had these set up perfectly before too. I think it's about like that. So those will aim out and light up our bits, our bobs, our things. There's going to be one down here as well, and it's just going to be one actually, which I know it may sound odd, but it is actually just going to be one. I thought about placing 2 down. That's too much. I thought about placing 2 down, but I think 2 might actually be too bright for our purposes, so we're going to have just the 1. It's a little better. I guessed before and it worked. Ish. Okay. So we're just gonna have the one aiming at the bottom, but we're gonna have one aiming at each of them is basically what we're going to be having. Don't need any solar panels right now because this isn't going to have a Kerbin in it per se. Was there anything? Oh, there was these. I put these up here, and we turn that off, and we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, and then we do. And this actually looks really pretty. I tested it. It looks really nice. You can't see it from inside the cockpit, and that's actually really cool. And believe it or not, and we will double check just in case, but I'm about 200% certain it doesn't block the exit. Why did you do that, game? Why did you do that to me? Do not do that to me, game. It makes me sad. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm about 200% certain that it does not block the exit because I was able to get Jeb to get out on the first try. So he's got lights there, but he's not blocked in. Anything else that we need? I'm gonna say no. I think this is all I needed for the basic, center structure. I have not yet decided on the no, we have to go to a north-south orbit. Yeah, we have to go to a north-south orbit because if we're gonna be scanning for keythane and everything else, that's gonna be our best orbit. Was there any other units, items, things I needed? I could go with something like psychotic like these, and I really do. I really do want to, not these ones, big ones. I really do want to use these on something, but as of yet, I don't know what. So for the moment, these are going to have to wait. I really want to use them on something. Maybe I'll build like a giant stage or something. We're not going to have any quantum struts on the ship itself. We're actually going to have quantum struts on the modules, and that's just to save power and time here. We don't need any SAS, excuse me. We don't need any SAS or RCS. We don't need batteries. We don't need solar panels. I think we is set. So now for the part that's fun. Now we're actually going to add the bit. You know, I need to be back here where it was a few seconds ago. Yeah, now I need to be back here because now I need to add this, which is I was going to use. Wow, it's been so long since it did that. I don't know why it's doing it now. Let's see, should we use this? Would it work if we did? It would work. No, it would be off center though. I couldn't lift it. I'd have to use the lifting node and I don't have it. I took it out. So nope, can't use that. Could use this. Nah, I want 2 Kerbals. At least 2 Kerbals. So in order to get 2 Kerbals, we could use this, but I think it's a little heavy. And it's sort of a lander can. In my opinion, that is a lander can, honestly. So I think what we'll use is this. Nothing super special. It's just the home module port. It's got 2 Kerbals in it. It's pretty good for getting things up into the sky place. Let's see if we can do some like editing here. We need to do a little bit of editing, which includes 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, so that's actually what one of our pods is going to look like. So it's going to quantum strut itself to the ship in question. So that's actually how we're going to do that with the modules. That shouldn't be blocking an exit. It's not. Good. I'm also going to do you guys a little bit of a favor. You can tell me if you like it or not. It really depends on the amount of time it takes and whether or not you guys feel it actually adds any kind of fun factor to the game, which is I will be doing things like pulling Kerbals out of the ship to do stuff, like to decouple things and whatnot, just so you guys know. I won't be like just decouple from inside anymore. I am concerned that these will stick through and explosion will happen. I am slightly concerned by that. Just a little bit. That makes me worry. Well, you know how we can fix that problem, don't you? You do. I know you do. We can do it like this. Bam. We want it to go the other way though, right? Yeah. Like that. And then on that we'll connect. There we go. That way it can disconnect if needed. So there's our heat shield. We're going to need that coming back. It's going to be so much fun. I guess we're going to need parachutes too. Huh. Yeah, that's going to be super important. So yeah, these ships are probably going to get a little bit complicated. I will of course show you guys the ones that aren't super complicated and the ones that are super fun. We really don't need that many parachutes, do we? We could probably just go with 2. I think 2 is good. I like 2. 2 is good. Okay. So there's 2. What's this? This is that. That's fine. This is that, and that can go off at the same time. It won't disconnect, but that's okay. Alright, so that's our initial ship. Now I'm going to put a ship under this, because this is basically the part that we want to get into space. So I'm going to put a ship under this for you guys. I'm going to do that off camera to save time, because getting this into orbit is also going to take a little bit of time. And just so you guys know, if something blows up, you will see it. I'm not going to do that thing where, like, well, you guys already know, no quick loads. So if I blow up, you guys will be the first to know. And who knows, one of you may actually go kaputski. Ah, I know, super sad. Okay, so I'm gonna save this as KSP. We're just gonna call it score for station core. Save. See, now I clicked save. You guys saw it too. So I'm just going to call it score for station core, and we'll name it when we get up there. Maybe we'll do the naming thing again where you guys decide what the name is. Big Bob 2's like psychotic service station name is still epic, but you never know. Alright, so I'll put a rocket under this. We'll get it up into orbit. I'll see you guys out there on the launch pad. Hopefully we win. Alright everyone, here we are out on the launch pad, and as you can see, Mattman is our first pilot. Now just for you guys who are wondering, if you're like, oh, why didn't you choose me, KB? Just so you know, it was random. I just grabbed the slider, yanked it down, and clicked the first name that showed up in my eyes. So Mattman gets to fly with Jebediah, so there we go, and why not, just for fun. There you are, Mattman, chilling there with the Jeb. And you know what? I can take controls of you. Oh, I control your mind. Okay, maybe not, but there's Jeb. Anyway, so we should get going because we only have enough oxygen for a little while. But there's our ship above us. Oh my god, is that Minmus? I think that's Minmus chilling up there. Everywhere we go, we see Minmus, man. It's like a bad joke. Alright, so this is a ship that I built. There's a chance that both of you could die. Also, just so you know, if we open up crew roster, we should have... Well, I did turn on. Oh, I did turn on permadeath, but you can't see it here. So permadeath is checked. You check it in the when you're outside the VAB, but not in a mission. You know, when you're in the space center area. Yeah, you can check permadeath, and I guess that when someone dies, it deletes the crew. So I hope we do okay, because this should get us into orbit. I hope. I hope. If it doesn't, well, we'll just do our best and find out. So here we go without too much. You know what? I didn't check where the sync center of mass was. Oh well, here goes. Worst comes to worst, we can abort, right? Right? Yeah, let's do that. All right. So, 1 and 2 and go. A good start. Now I'm thinking about keeping you guys on here for the full launch and orbit. Kind of depends on if something blows up. Kind of depends on if something good happens. I don't know. We will have to find out. As far as I know, we'll be fine. Should be fine. I don't know. I'm no rocket scientist. I'm just the guy who flies the ship. Or do you have to be a rocket scientist to fly the ship? No one told me. Honestly, I don't even know if I got the staging right. You guys may die when I hit the space bar. Oh, by the way, so you guys, just so you guys know, if you notice Mattman's down there like crying like a little girl, I did not adjust the sliders for the Kerbals. When you guys were created, when each of your Kerbals were created, it was the settings were randomly selected by the generator. Once that happened, I left them how they were randomly generated. I did not change them. So just so you guys know. So if you're a coward, if you're scared all the time, it's not because I was mean to you. It's honestly because that's what the game chose for your name. So, Mattman, you look a little peaked over there, buddy. But that's okay. We don't want to spin. We do not want to spin. We want to go to a north-south orbit. Right. That's the wrong word. I don't think we're going to have a choice to go back the other way. Nope, we will. Okay. It's just going to take us a little bit of time. Yeah. Oh, this thing does not want to stay straight. Come on, buddy. I don't think we can lean this thing over and still be alive at the other end of this flight. Okay, that worked. Now, you guys may be wondering why I'm putting yet another space station in orbit. Well, one, that's what you do. Just so you know, that's actually just what you do. Two, there's a very specific orbit I'd like to put this space station in. It's actually a very, 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 very low orbit. Just so you guys know. Very low indeed, to the point where I think we're going to drop it at 70 clicks. Yeah, and that should be enough. Alright, we'll not throttle up too much because I don't want to overheat my big engine. Yeah, we're actually gonna make this thing go up to about 70 kilometers. That's where we're going to keep our space station, is at 70. Now, hopefully 70 is high enough, and I say that as nicely as possible. Oop. Looks like my orbit's a little off, so we'll fix that. Yeah, we're going to keep it there at about 70, I think, for now. Doing good on carbon dioxide, doing good on oxygen, very good on both. It's not going to take us very long to get this thing up there. It's actually a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, which is great. That's great, by the way. Alright, so, map screen, orbit burn, or just burn orbit, you know, guess. I guess we can just burn orbit guess, I suppose, right? Yeah, Mattman agrees. Look at him. He's like, no, please, God, let me down. Alright, so we want to burn at about 70. We probably want to burn lower than 70, honestly, but you know what? We want to burn about 70. I don't even know how this is going to work. We may not even make it. 70 may be like too low or something. But I want to actually get us to 70 kilometers. That was what I chose. That's what we're going to go with. We are losing speed rather quickly. I guess I should, you know, do something like this then. Let's go ahead and do this. Just because. There we go. Now we're probably going to gain a little bit of altitude, but that's okay. I don't want to not gain altitude. We can adjust later, possibly, maybe. Hopefully, if not, then we'll figure that part out too. We have a lot of fuel to work with, which is good. I do want to fix my orbit, though. It's a little off, so we'll do that. Yeah, so this doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exact, at least not initially. We can exact it up later. Let's see, how are we doing? 400? We can probably throttle up a little bit more. I don't know how much delta V we have. 1300? That's okay. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we're going to be staying in basically a very, very, very thin, or very shallow orbit. Because I like shallow orbits. I actually wanted to try to do a shallow orbit previously, because if you're going to be studying a planet, and this is basically a Kerbal space station, so we're going to be studying Kerbal is basically how it's going to work. If you're going to be studying a space station or a planet of some kind, then this is how you're going to do it. Alright, so we're good on our fuel, so now we can adjust our orbit, and it looks like our orbit needs to be adjusted a little bit in this direction, I think. Yeah, a little bit. We'll figure that part out, because we don't want to crash. Alright, there's 70 on that side. Good, 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 good. So we have our periapsis height, and we're about to actually reach our periapsis, which means our apoapsis is too high. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin our butts around. Like so. And I could turn on the lights, I think. Actually, I think I can't turn on the lights. I'm heavy. I am heavy. We can turn on the lights really quick and see how it looks. So that's how our lights are going to look for now. They're not great, but if you notice, this one up here is lighting up us down here, and that's actually what it's going to look like in space, especially like on the dark side. And then we have our lights up here, which are actually reflecting in the windows. So pretty. I'm like fighting this really bad. But yeah, so that's actually how this is going to work. And look at that. You can see mountains down there. That's awesome. That's why I wanted this so low, is because I kind of miss Earth. Like, when you look at Earth from space, from like low orbit, it's huge. I mean, it goes like, it's like up here huge, you know? So Kerbal in comparison is actually kind of tiny, honestly. And because of that, I kind of wanted to get that same effect. But to do that, you have to be in a really low orbit. So we're actually going to be in a really low orbit for a short period. I'm going to actually stop us from wobbly rotating as much as we were. Now that is going to help. CO2 is, wow, yeah, I'm going to have to adjust this cockpit because this CO2 level is way too high. I did mention to you guys before that I'm going to be adjusting these because I don't want our Kerbals to have too easy. Well, it's only been 7 minutes, hasn't it? Or is that 7 hours? So, yeah, well, okay, so our flight time's been 7 minutes. So I guess 0.32 in 7 minutes isn't that bad. I just didn't expect us to be up here this quick. things are in Kerbal Space Program are very, very, very compressed. All right, 70, and it's doing it again. I don't want that. I want the other way. I could probably tell Jeb to. Well, you know what? I could tell Jeb to circulate. Oh, we're not using Jeb. Haha, my bad. That's the wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. We want to go this way. This way. Wee. Okay. And we want to go. Yeah. Hey, there we go. Almost perfectly circular, and that was me that did that, by the way. So there is our initial launch. Oh, by the way, the other reason I wanted to do it this way, in this particular low altitude, is because to get up here and to dock with this thing, very difficult at low altitude. Very difficult at low altitude. And I like that. I'd like to upping the difficulty level. But as you can see, we are here. We are up. We are loaded. Both Matman and Jebediah Kerbal are alive. I'm gonna quick save just in case, and then we're gonna do a couple of things. Well, you know what? I put RCS on here so that we could like deorbit if we ran out of fuel, but once again. Alright, who should we have get out and decouple the ship? Who else? Matman! Matman is the man! So you're going to be our guy. That's the other thing, guys. I am going to have you guys be the crew, just so you know. So let's go ahead and let go, Matman. Let's get out here. Okay, we need you to move up. There we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. You're okay. Look, you got EVA fuel. Look, you can survive for 3 hours out here, provided I don't launch you into space accidentally, which is quite the possibility. Actually, before we decouple, Jeb, we need you to kill the lights, buddy. You good? Jeb is good. There you go. Okay, Jeb killed the lights just in case we don't want the battery dying. I know Matt can't see. There you go. Is that better? There you go. Okay, so head over there and decouple that stupid thing, would you? It's in the way. Can we? Nope. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait. Oh, almost got it. And go. You good? I think you got it. Why don't you give it a good bump and find out? Oh. Well, it should. Oh, no, he got it. It's separated. There you go. Good job, Matt. Now get back inside before you suffocate or something. Well, that's see, that's what I'm talking about. You look at that, you can see the mountain definitions. I mean, it's not perfect or anything, but that's some scary stuff down there, isn't it? Grab hold. All right, there you go. No, now get in board. Ah, yay! Look at that. So, Matt, man, good job, buddy. Alright, well, I guess we can use our RCS now because I have it, so we can just do, well, that's down. I wanted to go. Ow! Okay, my bad. Oops, sorry. So there you go, guys. My first screw up. I shifted when I shouldn't have. I think we completely blew that orbit. Yeah. Well, let's find out, actually. But, well, we don't know what the orbit is on this, do we now? But it's either up high or it's down. Well, we can hit map. We can actually choose the map for this one, which is 70 by... I can't read that. 70 by 73? Yeah, I bumped it by 3 kilometers. So it's going to be a little bit wobbly, but that's okay. That was my fault on that one. Mattman, Jebediah, you okay? They're both screaming, but for 2 entirely different reasons. Alright, well, we will, oh, actually, I could turn... Why is my... Oh, I know why. Okay, you guys are going to be a little bit sick because we're going over the North Pole here. I was going to let that rotate because I feel kind of stupid that I did that, but it's only 3 kilometers off, so it's not that bad. Why is this up here? Go back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're going over the North Pole, so it's going to be a little bit wobbly for you guys. I actually put RCS on here to do a deorbit burn, but it turns out we don't actually need it. Although it does work really well, honestly. Believe it or not. Yeah, it actually works really well when you use it like this. Alright, so we're going to deorbit burn now. We can actually take all of our space garbage back with us, and of course everybody has to survive, so let's go ahead and just... Down we go. Alright. Nice! Alright, we're at negative 25... Oh, we're at 25 meters. That might be a little steep, I think. But hey, whatever, right? And I do have parachutes, right? Yeah, we put parachutes on here. Hey, you guys are okay. We put parachutes on here. We're cool. Alright, I think we can ditch this safely. I really do think we can ditch this safely now. I kind of like having that fuel on board, but, you know, we'll go ahead and fast forward time. We can fast forward time. There's nothing bad about... Actually, we should ditch this as soon as we possibly can, because if it explodes down there, it could damage things. Oop. So let's go ahead and rotate ourselves up a little bit. No lights on this ship, unfortunately. Just so you guys know, I didn't bother to put any on the main body here, but that's okay. So we'll just decouple. I guess it's like there. Okay, there we go. All right, now hopefully we come in evenly. Oh wow, love that. That's nice. I kind of like having those RCS jets on that plate like that. That makes maneuvering so much easier. Should have put like an SAS unit on there. That would make things great. Looks kind of like a little UFO, doesn't it? We can spin a little bit, I think, just for you guys. We'll spin, maybe look at the sun. There you go. Have some sun in your face, Jeb. Jeb looks like a zombie in there. He's like, hey, man. Oh, Matt, look, you're happy again. Oh, he's happy we're going home. Yeah, it's okay, Matt. You're fine. You did a really good job decoupling the ship I ran into, which is up that way somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, no, there it is. 11 kilometers that way. Yeah, we're going to have to fix that. We'll do something. We'll put a little tug on there or something like we did before. But, there is... Whoa. Yeah, we need to just keep ourselves straight. Okay, close enough. And then we'll fast forward. We will physical time accelerate. Please don't tell me this is going to do what I think it's going to do, which is spin the wrong way, because that means you guys will burn up and die. Oh, Jeb's like, ow, wow, wow, wow. He's so happy. At least Matt's cool. You know, Matt's happy too. He's like, we're going home. We get to go home. I get to go home. I get to tell my kids about this. This is great. Greatest day ever. Actually, is my... Okay, yeah, my orbit's fine now. We're at negative 3 kilometers. That's really weird. It's just acting weird. The whole thing's acting weird. Stop it. Yeah, this plate and I don't really get along. Actually, this plate should work fine, now that I think about it. I think it's another plate that I don't get along with, but we're really taking our sweet-ass time coming down. Oh, maybe this is one of the ones that wants to burn in backwards. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's one of the ones that likes to burn in forward. It's just there's not enough atmosphere right now to figure it out. Speaking of which, are you guys dying of... Nope, okay. Gotta remember if you guys are dying of oxygen deprivation. See, now the reason, while we're coming in, and I'll pause here for a minute to talk about this while we're about to catch fire, is because if you look at the inside of this cockpit, this is not a big cockpit. And even if you have O2 in Starbucks, I don't think you have 20 hours worth of O2 in here. Now, the numbers for this one were chosen by me, but taken from another pod, because I don't know what the actual conversion rate is. So that was my choice to do that. I will absolutely fix that. I think I might knock this down from 20 to 10, if not 5, actually. Short trip only vessel. Because it really is. This cockpit is like a Mark 1 cockpit for 2 people. Oxygen level, I think I could keep it 150, maybe drop it down to like 50. Those are the kind of modifications I want to make, just in case we need it. All right, so the atmosphere is getting thicker. I'd like for this thing to stay straight on its own, but I do have the RCS jets on here, which you can see I am using in order to help out as needed. I, of course, would like to keep you guys alive as long as possible. Jeb, of course, being our main pilot, and then whatever random lovely soul decides to catch my eye when we're deciding who gets to be his co-seat. But yeah, we may take up one person, and maybe you guys can solo. I don't know. Maybe we'll let you guys solo or something. Or we'll take up 2 people accordingly or something. We'll figure that part out as we go on. But for now, it's going to be Jebediah and, like I said, one random person, because if we did it without anybody ever dying, which is a high potential chance until we do something super dangerous. Oh, there we go. We will wow, really 1,000? Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, and unless somebody dies from some stupidity on my part or something bad happens in that regard, I think you guys will be fine. And I think that having you join Jeb or Bill or somebody is a much better outcome than having just Bill, Jeb, and Bob constantly fly until one of them accidentally takes a header. Alright, we're doing good. You guys are coming in great. Take a look at the camera. I don't think we can see the flames. I can see a little bit of the orange, but not really. We're coming in. Wow, we are coming in straight, although I am concerned about that heat shield burning down. Alright, looks like it's doing okay. A little heavy. I think we're burning it. I think we're burning it at a pretty good angle. We're not burning in at a heavy angle. We're actually burning in at a very light angle. But I'm still concerned about that heat shield. Come on, start going down. We need you to go down very quickly, mind you. Ooh, that was scary. That was indeed. Whoa, temperature just spiked. That's weird. Not sure why the temperature spiked like that, but it looks like we made it. Oh yeah, 320. Hey, look at that! You guys survived. It's coming out on dark time. We even got a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Well, what is the word I'm looking for? Mach physics. Yeah, we got a little bit of Mach physics there. We're gonna wait until we slow down to about I don't know, 200 meters per second, depending on our altitude. We're 9,000 meters. Oh yeah, we got some time. We got some time. Look at that, Milky Ways or whatever galaxy they happen to be in. All right, and parachutes. And I think for safety purposes, should we ditch this plate? Survey says yes. So plate gone. Why are we upside down now? Okay, so you guys might land a little upside down, but at least you'll land. Safely, I should hope. So there goes the plate. So good to know that, unfortunately, aerodynamic-wise, that's more aerodynamic. Look, score ship debris. I called it KSP, didn't I? I did! Oh my god! I'm so sorry, guys. You're probably yelling at me in the comments saying, KB, you named it KSP, buddy. KB, dude. KB? And I was like, what? Huh? I don't get it. Yeah, apparently I named it KSP. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I don't know why I do that. I need to call it KSA like it's supposed to be. Good catch, guys. Oh, wow. There's the ground, I think. It's hard to tell from here. It's dark. Oh, yeah, it's moving a little bit. Even I can't see it, so probably on your guys' screen it's going to be black, 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 black. So we're at 300 meters off the ground. I should try to roll it just before we hit, just like this. Just kind of keep us upright. Although that's really dangerous because I can break off the parachutes doing that, which is not good, especially at 300 meters off the ground. 251. Maybe I'll roll it right at the end. What do you guys think? Madman's cool with it. He's like, yeah, we're cool. Go ahead and give it a shot. I love it. Alright, here we go. We have to land. That's the thing. As I know you guys are like, KB, can you just end the mission? No, we have to land. I'm going to show you guys whether or not you guys die. Hitting the ground, whether in one piece or not, is landing. That's part of the thing. So we're going to actually land. I should put lights on these pods from now on, though, just so it's not so dark. Yeah, that would be probably super helpful. So we will do that. I don't know, 6.6 meters per second dangerous? It's hard to tell. Nope, looks like it's not dangerous. So you guys live. Matman and Jebediah have survived the first flight into space, even though I smashed into the space station while leaving. Didn't the shuttle do that? I think one of the shuttles did that. They smashed into the space station while they were docking. Hey, you can't win every time, right? Now, I'm pretty sure that's been timed, what with testing and everything else. I'm not sure what the length of the video will be, but before we get the second module up there, which is going to be a thing on its own, we're going to go ahead and pause here. That gas cloud is actually separate from the background. At least it looks like it to me. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and pause here. So once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me for Kilobyte Short, Mattman, and Jebediah Kerman on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program with Kerbal Space Adventures. Yeah! And I will see you guys next video.